Welcome to episode 8 of season 3 of Surviving Nairobi. Kama kawaida, it's your boy Hafare, aka Mr. 40% Grappa, aka Tutio Divorsadio, aka Light Dula Mea, aka Fred Finglonga, aka Secret Agent Man, aka Chabi Alonso, aka The Lecherous Lover, aka Mr. Fine-Tuned Phallus, aka McLovin II, and for this season, it's your divorced uncle. Auntie yako at least ameanza kunitumia nudes. Hata kama ako tu kwa bra na panties peke yake, at least we are starting out somewhere. So yeah, tunarudi back to normal. And as usual, niko na Ivy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
By the way, unajua inafika point inakuwa too personal because ujui kama anti yako ama anti yangu alipigwa tu pass kwa Hafare alafu labda nienda amemtumia hizo nudes.
Oja, ile siku itafika ndafungua files nitume kwa Edgar Obare.
Please, as long as it does not hit close to home.
How close is close?
Just have a generator close by.
I hate you. I hate you. I absolutely hate you, so you can't be doing this shit on air. Well.
It's yet another episode.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, I'm rocking a Surviving Nairobi extra t-shirt. And then leo nikajiuliza vile celebrities wanakujanga interviews kama wamevaa shades na ni indoors. Mbona nisifanye hiyo shit?
Why not?
So as long as this episode will last, I'll be wearing these shades. I hope to
Chicho nyanya.
Hakuna kitu kama jicho nyanya. Where?
Hey.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to be here. Let's do this. We are with two very good friends of the episode. I don't even want to mention their names. I just want them.
One
to
of them
again.
ni recurring guest.
Returning guest.
One of them ni msichana vanga jeans na loafers. So yeah.
Head boy.
Wacha watajiintroduce.
Hafare hizo ke zote.
Ehe.
Alafu you're like mi ndio inspiration yako. So
How? Explain.
20
you look
months.
up to me. Unanikoling every morning at 7. Uniulize how is your day like? Alafu unanikopi. So
Yeah, that's some
this
controversial
is
shit.
Boniface
Kitu
Amimo.
controversial sana kusema by
Some
day.
controversial shit.
Hey, 7 am nasizanga reggae.
But it happens. So controversial shit happen all around.
It doesn't.
Boniface Amimo returning. At least now I'm on video. The first time nilikuwa audio peke yake, so people can get
Because she's on
this
episode
sexy
6.
voice who is in the
Who is
back
the man
of
behind it?
Yeah, exactly. And here he is.
Kuna
Boniface
nyumba zikaribu
Amimo.
kuvunjika by day, Jomse. Aha.
Tunashukuru lighting.
Yeah.
Hey, Ivy Mazi. Shade. Shade.
Exactly.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Umeva
Yeah.
shades.
So this is my first time in the episode debuting, debut, like Waza 2003. For those who know Waza, who Waza is. So I'm Eli, eat the L to the I.
Oh my God.
I don't have any Ks. Bobatov,
Uh-huh.
Headboy,
Ellie Stone.
No, I wouldn't say that one. So it's a pleasure to be here. So yeah, chop the kazi.
Umse ashika mic kakushika chupa ya bia. But ni sawa. So anyway, was episode 6? We had said that we would at some point we'll talk about cancel culture, ndio?
Yeah. This
is the point. This is the point. So yeah. A question to everybody here. Umei cancel mtu yote?
Yes. R.Kelly.
Cancel and why by the that's very important. Mtuambie because mimi nitakwambia mbona nilicancel mtu.
Yeah. Mainly cancel R.Kelly. But then it was so hard because I really loved, still do, to be very sincere. I love his music. Him as an artist, he is great. He's, he's one of the top artists we have in the world. But I just had to cancel the guy because of what he would do to women. He would take advantage of very little girls who are underage, people who are vulnerable, people who at the time were looking up to him, hoping for him to provide some kind of inspiration, mentorship, or guidance. But he took advantage of that. And there's absolutely no excuse because R.Kelly is somebody who everybody would throw themselves at, including men. Like, he has a pool of people, he has an array of people to pick from, but he decided to pick underage girls. And for that, me, I don't stand for that shit. That golden shower thing. It's only sexy when it's consensual. To be sincere, no, let's not kink shame. But
Equal, yeah.
when it
Everything is only
when
sexy.
it comes to R. Kelly's content, and R. Kelly's context, there was no consent involved. That was plain abuse, and I am
Plus by the
against
Yeah.
that. Nilikuwa nimesema sitatoa, but nimetoa. I'm highly against that, and for that I cancelled him.
alafu pia a minor cannot give consent regardless.
Regardless,
Hata aseme
you
yes,
can't-
you cannot, a minor
they-
cannot give consent.
they don't know what they're saying yes to.
Yeah.
And even at the point, why are they saying yes? Because of some kind of coercion, because of the power you have as an adult, first of all, and then as a celebrity. So, iyo Mimi, he can fuck off. I don't care how good he is.
I think Ivy to add on that, kuna this R.Kelly song. Okay, I'm not a good singer. I'm just an okay singer.
Please don't sing.
So sijui kama unakumbuka hizo lyrics iko inaenda like my body is wanting but my mind is
Trojo ngoma. Yeah, my mind is saying no, but my
is
body
saying no, but my body.
Yeah.
So Babari some sexual
Yeah.
apparently that time ndo alikuwa peak of his powers,
But we didn't know yet.
but we didn't know yet.
Yeah, we were jamming to the song that time.
At the time, unajua unafikiria context ni ile ya kawaida like.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
an artistic nini but
Yeah.
R.Kelly mazi. Wow.
Not me, but they can fucking go to hell and get fucked by pigs. I don't care.
Yeah, there's a
Black
Mirror
match?
There's a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Black Mirror match?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Eli, umecancel mtu?
Uh,
Celeb or otherwise?
Apparently, honestly, no.
No.
Celeb, just a normal human being mudau tu fulani.
Ehe.
No. I can hate you. Neza kwa tu staki form yako, lakini nikukupata unateseka tu mahali umeparara tu. Takuacha tu 20 bob kule smoke niendelee kuparara. That's all I do.
That's all you can say.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Au
but-
itacha mwanaume akufe na njaa yake.
Siwezi acha mwanaume akufe na njaa. Hata ule mwenye alinibia laptop akapelekana Naivasha. I can still.
Your story by the don't
We
bring
na
it up.
Kanye West mko na similar story ya kuibia laptop.
Unajua at
Kanye
least-
West alibia laptop.
at
Na
least
kazini
Kanye West
yake.
alibia na kazini
La
yake.
kazini yake.
Eh.
Huyu mtu alionyeshana the kindness of his heart. Na laptop yake kaibiwa, dem akapelekwa na Naivasha,
At
pictures
my
zikawekwa
residence.
Instagram.
At my flamboyant residence.
What?
But that's
By
story
the
for
way,
another day.
if anyone should be cancelled, ni family first of all.
That's true.
Most family wanafaa
That's-
kuwa cancelled before we cancel even
Yeah.
those people that we don't know.
Yeah.
Those people that even wachanata barely know we exist. They barely know even Nairobi exists. They don't even know even if Kenya exists. Me, I play nini. I'm a gamer sometimes online. Nacheza Call of Duty. Unaambia mtu,
Umeanza vizuri.
siusikie.
No,
Unaambia
but
mtu,
this is a valid point. by
ati
the way.
where do you come from? Unaambia mtu Nairobi. Ajui Nairobi.
Nairobi
ni
ni
wapi.
wapi?
Literally, people online gaming.
Question.
They don't even know.
Ni mtu wa
Unaambia mtu
US?
Kenya.
No, pana, ni
No,
watu wa
you
Europe.
know Kenya nini?
Unajua watu
You know
wafundishangu geography.
gaming unaingia kwa lobby, then it selects people randomly wenye wanaingia, so you can even play with people from UAE, you can play with Koreans. Sometimes you play you don't even know the language they're speaking, but you just
Play.
unaingia, unasikia people are talking their things, unatoa earphones, unaeka music until game iishe or something. Yeah, so the people you should start cancelling are the people you know, if you are to cancel. But me personally, I don't cancel. Me, I just don't get involved. Si ati nitaku cancel, I'll just not get involved. Kama story R.Kelly nikasikia the cases za R.Kelly, sema to hell manze, wacha nisi get involved. Sitaki kusikia, I just don't want nini. Unajua kuna watu wanasema is there any side of the coin, the other side of the coin. Mi
Hakuna.
sitaki kusikia, like
Hiyo ya
sitaki
R.Kelly
kuget in.
hakuna.
Sifuatili kesi, sifollow R.Kelly, I don't look for the trend. R.Kelly ni mtu mwenye simsikiangi ordinarily, so venye hizo kesi zilikuja hata nikasema tuwache ikae. No.
So niko na question ya R.Kelly.
Wait. Kwani
Take over kama
Uliza.
DJ Mfalme. So
No, DJ hivi.
sorry.
Kadi Ivy.
President.
Mkurugenzi.
Mkurugenzi.
Nime-
So So I'm curious. Obviously, I'm assuming you don't play R.Kelly
never.
songs in your line of work.
Yeah.
So what happens? Ngoma R.Kelly kitokea tu
Kwa mat.
kwa mat.
No,
Ama
Hiyo ni kitu siwezi help.
You have no
utasikia tu.
Unajua hiyo si ati ni mimi nimeenda kutafuta kuconsume. Hiyo ni kitu iko hapo. Niko kwa mat, maybe iko kwa mix. Sana unaweza pata kani mix ya dancehall ile bani tap ndio inacheza. Siwezi ambia nini atizima hiyo. Sina hiyo power at the time. But what I can do, what I can influence, that is what I can control. So like that's why I'm telling you, like if I go to an event, I can never ever play an R.Kelly song. I don't want to give him airplay. I don't want to consume his music. That doesn't mean that there are people who are not consuming. Kuna watu bado wana consume.
In fact, by the R.Kelly alikuwa na fans walienda kwa nini? Kwa
alipata some number one song, I think.
Let me shock you. Most of them were women. In fact, 95% of her fans when walienda court wakademand the release of R.Kelly
are women.
were women.
Yeah, you know.
Ted Bundy, you know Ted Bundy,
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy,
Whatever.
that's
Me,
the
I come
rapist
from
70s.
he was raping and killing. When he was being sentenced, the court was full of women.
Yeah.
And they hawakuwa wamekuja for justice. They were just in awe. Is this Ted Bundy? They just want to see.
Ted Bundy, yeah.
Whatever, man.
Bundi ni jina ya Meru.
Ted Bundy.
No. By the I have a teammate called Bundy.
Think about it.
Ted Bundy.
Vile wa Meru katakataka.
Was it?
Next episode najita Ted Bundy.
Cheki.
Hey, mazi.
Tunaongelea stories za cancelling. So we might cancel Ted Bundy today.
Anyway.
So, Ted, whatever, Ted.
Bundy.
Let me
Ted
call him
Bundy.
Ted,
Ted
like
Bundy.
my man.
Mwite Ted tu.
Ted.
Kani boys
Ted.
wako.
Hey,
Women
these
ndio
guys
walikuwa wanamsupport
Ulimita sawa.
even more than others.
You leave it as
Yeah.
So now let me tell you, I don't know, but there's this, I don't know the social science behind that, but most of the time you see even in domestic abuse, I mean sexual abuse within our homes, right? Unapata like a 9-year-old girl has been raped by her dad. Mamake haezi mtetea. Most of the time, like ukiangalia social science, it's crazy. You cannot understand that. It's whoever you think is supposed to be the solace, and most of the time anakuanga against that. Kwa hii story ya R.Kelly, more men have been supportive of women as compared to women. It's because can I tell you why? It's because first of all, R.Kelly had really established himself. Number one, he established himself as a gospel artist. I mean, as an R&B artist when R&B was R&B. He's one of the kings of R&B. Like facts, these are facts, yeah. Ako huko na kina Michael Jackson, si ndio? But Michael Jackson ni wa pop. No, seriously. Michael Jackson ni pop, R.Kelly ni R&B.
The only
Just think
difference ya
about
R.Kelly
it.
na Michael Jackson ni Michael Jackson alikuwa na way more crossover potential.
Yes.
But they know that we are
And then-
talking about cancel.
Ngoja. And then after that, he got into gospel. Tell me, who else is a fan of gospel music other than women? Kwanza, women of what
Mama wa
age?
church.
Wakina aunties.
Yeah,
wakina
by the
Hafare.
Aunties wa Hafare.
Na aunties wa Hafare ndo walikuwa wamekuja kumtetea, si mademu wadogo
Acha
kasi
nikwambia
si.
hivi.
And they had the money to bail
They
him
had the
out.
money. So you see,
Ukiingia gari ya aunti yangu, sawa, my auntie,
Yo,
unasinga tu Angela Sibalonza na nini.
Christian
Na
Shisha.
Exactly.
nimeuona
Ni hao watu.
mkono wake
so
Bwana.
and
hivyo tu.
everybody knows. Why do you think even when these other artists are trying to rebrand themselves, they come to gospel? Because they know that's
Amani
where
ni
the
gospel
money
early
is.
size. You know that?
Amani, Wahoo, Size 8. Watu wote, they're doing gospel right now. Why do you think? Because they know at their age, gospel is the only sustainable music industry to be at. And R.Kelly alikuwa shajua hiyo kitambo. So alimaximize na yake, alikuwa dramatic na mse anaenda stage analia, anapea na story yake. And what way is there to connect with your audience other than giving your personal story?
But this begs the question, sir.
Yeah.
Because for me, I don't think I cancel people until the facts are on the table. Sindio?
Yeah.
Like mika R.Kelly, sitawahi sikia ngoma ya R.Kelly personally.
Like ati
on
si tunaenda
purpose.
kutafuta.
Juu nikienda club nisikie burn it up girl ama nisikie step in the name of love. Nitafanya nini?
Hawezi
Utadance
na-
Can't do
tu.
shit. Hata dance, nataka tu chini.
Utachill tu.
Ningoje tu ngoma ishi alafu nirudi
Huwezi
form
sema
yangu.
ati utaondoka hiyo club ama sijui. Like some of these things
But let me
logistic
give
wise they
you
don't make sense.
A personal example. Me, my favorite rapper ni Freddie Gibbs. But in 2016, Freddie Gibbs alikuwa accused of rape while on tour in Europe. Sindio? So when alikuwa accused of rape, niko like, what? do I really want to be listening to a rapist? Unaelewa? Like, do I want to like stream his songs and put money in a rapist's pocket? Because if you really think about it,
The more you stream,
the more you stream, the more you listen, unaweka pesa kwa mfuko ya mtu alirape mtu.
Sindio?
And I can't be the type of guy who's like, oh, don't rape women nini, alafu I'm still putting money in a rapist's pocket, sindio? So for the entirety of 2016, I did not listen to any of his music. In fact, kuna whole album in drop 2016 enye nilikuja kusikiza in 2018 when finally the charges were found out to be like udem alikuwa na make up vitu zake. Ilikuwa false accusation. So like I was like, whew, finally I can go back to listen to this nigga without worrying about shit. So for me, I always feel like I cannot separate the art from the artist because kuna watu wanasemanga
It's hard. It's really
kuna watu wanasemanga
hard.
just listen to the song and enjoy the song, usifikirie
tabia yake
ati usifikirie about kenye vitu R.Kelly hufanya, si ndio?
Hakuna
Hawezi,
juu.
because how can
Tabia
you sit
yake
there
ndo
and
ili-
listen to A Step in the Name of Love? Unaweza kuta msali aliandika hii song akifikiria 13 year old.
Exactly, that's what I was. Tabia yake ndo ina influence hiyo ngoma.
Ngoma,
So what is the intention behind the song? You see kama zime nice. Unasema zake zilikuwa zime. You know,
Zimeshika.
like if you think about the creative process
Shout out Chris
as an
Kaiga.
artist, shout out to Chris Kaiga by the way. Like zake zilikuwa zime nice. Ika inspire your song zime nice. My mind is telling me no, he knows it's wrong, but my body says he can't help himself. Like he knows he has a choice. There's a freaking 30-year-old woman ready for him, but ameenda kwa a 13-year-old.
14-year-old.
Why? You see,
You know-
these are conscious decisions
Yes.
that you make as an adult. You know very well they are wrong. That's why I'm saying for R.Kelly, me it's a no-brainer. Me that's cancelling.
And you know,
I'll never.
But
Nini.
me, I think even our celebrities, for them to do that shit, it's in them. Because
Yes.
someone like R.Kelly, akona unlimited pussy.
Exactly.
Akona unlimited
akona
pussy.
a pool.
Anywhere anaweza enda, anaweza get anyone he
For
wants.
free,
Ama
ujue.
she wants. So, I think it's in them. Yeni to, he's just a rapist. For lack of
a
Epstein.
better-
Epstein, how can you explain a
billionaire.
billionaire with an island shipping underage kids? Like literally,
Toka
Epstein
US, Europe.
could have shipped the finest models in America.
Yeah.
okay,
with his
shift
man.
ina sound very wrong.
See,
Kama kuvaa nguo.
that is what walikuwa wanasema.
Ukisema at least I'm flown in.
Sheep.
Flued out.
Flew out. That's because shift ina sound.
Imports,
check
Okay.
it.
Okay, semantics basically.
Flown
Yeah.
in, cheki, hawa se walikuwa wanabeba umadem without their consent. Si ati inamaanisha dem underage akisema yes,
Hiyo kwanza
she
ni
means
human
yes.
trafficking.
Hiyo ni matra.
Hiyo ilikuwa trafficking.
Sex trafficking,
Trafficking inamaanisha
Sex
ship.
trafficking.
So ukipeleka underage girl kwa island, umemship, ujamtransport
Sindio?
nini, hiyo ni kitu illegal unafanya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do some of those girls weren't even in the flight log, unajua hivyo. Some of those girls they were finding it hard to prove that they were in the island kama hakuna hauko kwa flight log na hakuna photos zinashow uko hapo.
Island yake.
Yeah, unajua, and by uko 16 years after that ukirudi to your home, you won't take a rep test or something. We have to believe the words, unaget.
That's
But
Here's the thing. Acha
kuna
kushow.
kitu hivi alimention Michael Jackson. Do you listen to Michael Jackson?
Not
No,
intentionally.
mimi si-
Not
kama-
intentionally.
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing sasa. You
Because
know,
Michael
hata
Jackson,
explain hiyo story ka Epstein, unaelewa? You people wonder why people with such access do these things, ndio? Right now, like goals zako za life ni kujenga nyumba, si ndio? Give a good future to your kids if you have kids, kushika gari mpya, maybe kwenda holiday. Your goals are basic, si ndio? The usual goals like everybody else. So hizo ni kupatia $100 million. Kesho uta achieve everything you've ever wanted in life. Hivi, unajua hivyo? That's the thing.
then your true colors will start coming out.
Exactly. See the true colors. The things that used to excite you when you had nothing, sindio? When you were starting out. Unajua sahi, let's say tunataka kumake it mimi na hivi, sindio? Tunataka kushika mawenge. Tushike mawenge
Hata
vizi.
sisi pia.
Sindio? Kila mtu, okay, tuseme kila mtu kwa hii room.
Yeah.
Sawa. Anataka kushika mawenge vizi. Tushike pesa. Pesa hatari, pesa ya like
ya
life.
mataikun.
Life
Mataikun, sindio?
changing, yeah.
Ile nyumba ulikuwa unataka kubae, you can buy a bigger house in Karen, sawa?
Not
Nyumba-
even one.
A marriage 3, sawa? Zako. That's what like ukiwa na access to type of money, everything you ever dreamt of unaifanya in a day, sawa? Ulikuwa unataka Bentley, unabuy Bentley, Rolls Royce, Aston Martin.
But Hafare, does
Unajua
that
shida,
explain?
nisikize tu. It's human nature by the way. Unaanza tu kutaka because I think kuna ile tu just to want, unaanza kupush the limits of what is possible, unaelewa? And when you
But-
have money, everything is possible. Unajua hivyo? unaweza ua mtu alafu like hiyo story potee, unalipa judge, unalipa karao, story inaisha. So that's how I feel like ukichekingi rich people are weird. I don't think they're weird on purpose. They're weird because they're rich.
No.
Anything that they could want, wanna have.
But
I
Hafare,
refuse.
But there are a lot of decent
I
rich
refuse.
people.
yeah, so
Exactly.
Unajua?
Hafare,
Yes,
hii-
ni kweli.
hii sikubaliani
Yes,
na
yes,
wewe.
Yeah, hata mimi
Yeah.
sikubali.
Huyo msee ukiona
about-
R.Kelly ana
It's about access, unaelewa, na kujiallow. Because saizi wewe hauwezi fanya hizo vitu, si ndio? You don't even have the opportunity. But when you get
Opportunity
rich,
imefanya mimi si rapist. I'm just
See?
not a
Yeah.
no,
rapist.
nisikize.
Yeah.
Ule kenye nasema,
Nothing to do with
you don't have
opportunity.
the opportunity to do this. See opportunity, even the reason to do it, unaelewa? Because you have things you are working towards.
Hafare, they are broke rapists.
Ngoja
Yes, na wamejaa.
na
Kuna
wao ndo
broke
wamejaa
rapists.
hata
Wamejaa.
kuli- nikuuliza swali, umewatch your surviving R.Kelly?
Nimewatch.
Umewatch
Mm.
umewatch umse alikuwa childhood yake ilikuwaje?
Alikuwa sijui anaendanga ma high school akiwa
Umse hajui kusoma, hajui kuandika,
hajui kusoma, hajui kuandika.
alikuwa na low self esteem. Let me
alikuwa
tell you,
na
learning disorder.
learning disability or
Yes,
disorder.
disability. Let
But
me
he was a
tell
good
you,
singer.
the most common thing with abusers or rapists, it's all about power because of their low self-esteem. There's something that is always lacking because unacheki huyu msee hako anaweza kusoma, hako anaweza hata akipewa nini asome lyrics handikangi because he can't write. He can't read.
Floyd
So this
Mayweather.
person growing up,
50.
Floyd 50.
Floyd Kelly. So umse growing
Bob
up
Gay.
Yeah.
hana esteem. Unaona, the only esteem he got ilianza na when he started music. That's when he realized, oh, I have this gift. Oh, okay. So this gift is kind of giving me power and influence, and I can get anybody I want.
I think
And suddenly I can do anything
I
I
can
want.
do anything I want.
Unlimitedly.
That's the thing now point out, unaelewa? Once you reach a point where you can do, una realize that I can do whatever the fuck I want and get away with it, sindio? That's where all your perversions, you can realize them. There's this series inaitwa nini, Who is America, ya Sacha Baron Cohen. Ni Borat.
Yeah.
But you should go listen. Ni amazing thing.
yeah, 2001 huko.
Ni last year.
Mpya.
Literally last year it was on HBO. There was a point where he went as a rich man, as a rich Italian, to a hotel, sindio, and he was talking to the hotel manager, and he the hotel manager knew he was a really, really rich dude, sindio. So he was asking the hotel manager for boys, and he was like, yeah, and girls, yeah. Alafu akasema, I want them really young. Alafu hotel manager akamwambia, you know what, for you, we'll do it. Unaelewa? For me, it's not about the concept is, okusemanga power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Once you reach a point where you have money, power and access to do whatever you want, you can do it and get away. R.Kelly alikuwa anafanya hizo vitu, semi ati niyo pesa ilimfanya afanye hivyo, unaelewa? He did those
But
things because he knew that he could get away with them.
Even Jeffrey
accelerate-
Epstein alikuanga
Jeffrey Epstein,
alikuanga close friend wa prosecutor in
Exactly.
wherever.
Bana, hiyo kesi ilikuwa
I was
shoddy
gonna say,
yani.
It was
If you could do
it was
anything
such
you
a
want.
shoddy case
Shoddy
because
case.
there were more than 15 girls who
30
came
girls,
forward
man.
initially in the 2000s,
if you could do anything you want to
and
do, dunia,
even
Bonie.
the FBI threw the case under the rug.
Bonie,
Ndio nakwambia,
That kind of
yeah,
influence.
that you have to question even the system. If you see the FBI walikuwa na the AG, yeah, he was with the whatever, is it called the AG or something, the one who determines whether the case goes forward or doesn't, uko where if Epstein was living.
Kwa
So
hiyo
akasema
fly.
you can do 1.5 years
Hiyo tu.
suspended sentence.
Suspended sentence.
In short, what Jeffrey Epstein was doing, he was waking up in jail at 6,
Ilikuwa
then
so
leaving
stupid.
jail.
Anakujua na
Then
benki yake.
yeah, anakujiwa na Bentley
Enda
in jail.
anafanya usherati.
At 10 usiku
Ndo
anarudi
anarudi.
jail,
So
of
stupid.
which even we weren't sure even
Ka
if
alikuwa
he was
anarudi.
coming back. And that guy alikuja akakuwa nini in the Trump administration. Yo pressure ya Epstein akishikwa ndio ikafanya afutwe, and Trump was even in the call logs.
Acha
Then-
nikwambie, you remember when I was talking about Pizzagate and you guys were laughing? That is-
Cyril, nikiwa non.
Oh my god.
Pizzagate nikiwa non. Na kiwa non ni one of the funniest things on earth, but hiyo tutaongelea baadaye.
Pizzagate ni same thing, ni vile inaitwa hivyo ndo ika.
No, Pizzagate nikiwa non ni right wing ni hivi. Remember I told you that sometimes msichana anakuwa distracted from the real truth, ndio?
Yeah.
Misdirection. Pizzagate ni misdirection. The people who are doing these things wanawambia, look at that other thing. They are the bad. Ni the same way right wingers wanasemanga that left wingers ni wasa wabaya and create all these lies sindio, while they themselves loot, destroy and kill sindio. But I don't want this to become an ideological it's history ideology sindio. So basically venye mimi nilikuwa nawaambia,
So
if you have all the money in the world sindio, life changing money sindio, uko na access na uko na power, even like the most basic shit that you wanted itakubwa at some point, and that is the upon the turning point. That is the turning point where you go from being a regular person to being a monster, unaelewa? Because if you can get away with anything sindio, absolutely anything, why not do it?
But that doesn't challenge you to go and rape.
No, that's
Probably,
the thing.
I think Hafare.
Na mimi nasema ni about the human psychology at some point.
I think Hafare.
Because all our leaders sindio, chill, we elect people sindio, like hata Kenya we elect our leaders on the basis of hope and change sindio. These guys goes to parliament and realize I can do fuck all, nazafanya kaya nataka. What do they do? Do they improve the system or do they do whatever they want?
Wanamezwa na system kaa jicho pevu ali.
Exactly kama ali sindio.
Mohaji Jopevu
Disappointing.
Amemezwa na system.
disappoint even kuliko
Unajiingisha kwa system live.
Amemezwa na system Bonie. Alijaribu amemezwa tu. Imemeza hata mwenyewe.
Alafu unajua nini? Extrinsic factors.
Kitu kingine, have you watched the last dance ya Michael Jordan?
yeah
Sindio?
yeah
Unamka the first episode akisema venye alisainiwa na the Bulls sindio. Huyu ni kijana ametoka North Carolina sindio. The first time on a major team, and apparently hiyo time the Bulls used to suck. Akaenda akapiga mlango ya room akapata nini?
people were smoking weed,
Na wanadu cocaine
fucking
sindio.
horse,
That's the thing.
snorting cocaine.
Unaingia a new world where all the things you used to think are taboo, not only are they possible,
They are normal.
but they are now normalized. Unaelewa? So for somebody, mtu anaingia sasa R.Kelly amemake it sindio, anaingia cycle of the uber rich, mnaishia bash sindio, alafu mwenye anakuleta akwambia
Suddenly,
niko na madem underage. Suddenly the things you used to think are so taboo ni normal. This is what people do here. Unaambiwa if you are rich, these are the things we do.
Anyway,
But literally, you can say no. Michael Jordan said no.
Exactly. That's the thing.
R.Kelly
You
didn't
can-
say
you
no.
can always say no. Sindio?
Michael Jordan alisema,
Ndio mimi nakwambia, but
cheki, I'm
for you
not
to even
doing
say no,
this.
for you to even say no, you have to be in that position, unaelewa?
Yeah.
That's why ukichekingi like hizi stories zikilipukanga sindio, unakutanga ni wase rich, because at that level of money and power all sorts of debauchery is normalized, all sorts. Ile time kulikuwa na madam aliraidiwa in New York at the madama Aran Ho House. Hiyo nyumba nikuulize ilikuwa like the book, hiyo kitabu ya clients ilikuwa imejaa wase rich. Nani alipatikana nani? Robert Kraft, owner wa New England Patriots, worth $7 billion, alipatikana kwa massage pala ya happy ending after paying 75. Unaelewa? It's not about the money at this point,
It's
about
about
how
the
far you
power.
can go, as in
But-
how me I believe you as
But I think
about how far you can go.
you're just touching on it kidogo. Yeah, probably money inachangia for
Inachangia
someone to do
lakini
those despicable
But
acts.
unajua-
But I think
Ni
it's a
mtu.
way bigger.
You know the thing is akwambia kitu, the
bigger
problem is
thing than-
kuna watu wanataka kufanya hizo vitu si ndio,
why are
but
people...
but they're afraid because they can't get away with it.
Hafare people are already raping.
Yeah, people are already
Chokora
raping.
cheki chokora anarepaje mtoi wa 2 years.
That's the thing. I've only
It's the thing I was saying is it's a power thing.
yeah, it's
Joe,
the thing is-
mtoi umse anaona umtoi atasema
Cheki.
nitamwambia
Ivy,
nitamada.
mi nasema a rapist is just a rapist.
Exactly. Whether
Because
you're rich
they
or
are
poor,
about it.
you don't need
The
to rape.
18-year-old
A rapist doesn't need money to rape.
money just gives you the avenue.
To
See,
get
ni
Ni
away
kama
with
mimi
it.
I can be an artist, I can be a DJ, but I don't have money.
Don't have the
But
talent.
nikipata pesa nasema tu I can be an artist na
Hauna
it's in me.
talent,
Yeah.
No,
usilenge.
this story
Nyamaza.
talent, okay, point yangu ni-
Nasema example, cheki, naweza kuwa an artist, it's in me, but nikipata pesa I'll pursue it. Sasa rapist ni mtu, R.Kelly ni mtu mwenye alikuwa anakuwa bullied in childhood na akapata hiyo pesa, then what was in him ikatokea, because even
Now
an
it's
18-year-old rapist, mtu 18-year-old boy mwenye ana pesa ama
Bado
22-year-old
anaweza rape.
ni rapist, whether akona pesa ni ile
Okay,
anaenda
point yangu.
anaenda kurep someone in a
Afare.
slum.
Okay, point yangu ya mwelewe
Nataka
ni
ku
hata ni clarify tu.
What about
Point yangu ni hivi. It's not that I'm not sisemi ati watu wana pesa wa rape. In fact a lot of rape in happeningi at like lower levels ndio, lower income levels, because there's less policing, there's less reporting ndio, there's less sexual health awareness vitu hizo, there's less education. My point is huyo rapist make it, or the pedophile as like let's take R.Kelly, afike to the point where they can absolutely get away with anything they want. Hapo sasa ndo unaona sasa like overdrive. Ndio maana R.Kelly alikuwa so confident on that video, sawa? Because me I've seen that video and it is absolutely disgusting.
It
Mimi
is.
nilishindwa
Ndio,
kumaliza.
ya kunyora hiyo.
Yeah,
Ya golden shower.
Okay, me I've seen it on Boondocks. That
No,
episode on
me I've
Boondocks
seen
was so
it.
funny.
And you know,
Episode of Boondocks ilikuwa so funny.
for a regular person, if a regular person, just a normal person, see R.Kelly, just a normal person who couldn't afford these high-priced lawyers, who couldn't get bogged down in the legal system,
Cannot
hiyo video ingetokea,
handle.
umtangeikuwa nje tena. No, your story inko open and shut case.
Yeah.
Hivyo, unaelewa? It would not take them another 10 years to even get justice. But because R.Kelly is who R.Kelly is,
Yeah.
and it's by the best lawyers, and anafanya kesi crawl to a
He's
halt.
powerful.
Ndio,
Powerful.
on technicality.
Money.
Do you know?
Ndio mimi nasema
Yes,
hivi.
money.
The moment unafika hiyo point where you can do anything you want, sawa? Na unaweza fikia
yeah.
point, unaelewa? Ndio mimi nasema if you can do anything you want ka R.Kelly.
Money power.
Hapo ndo sasa unacheki msana anaanza kufanya hizo vitu
Na
because
usishtuke hata kama bado anafanya
mpaka sasa yeye anafanya. Do you know why? Because anajua I'm R.Kelly.
Ako ndani.
hayuko
No, itakuwa ndani. I remember.
Ako ndani
R.Kelly
sasa.
ako ndani.
Ako ndani.
Hey.
Alikuwa trying to get compassionate release on COVID.
ati
akakataa.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 acha
nakumbuka,
ujinga.
yeah,
That's the
thank
thing.
God, may he
Unakumbuka
rots
kama
there.
Harvey Weinstein. Let's not even talk about R.Kelly. Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein got away with it for years. Do you know why?
Powerful.
Because of who he is. If
Anakwambia-
anybody else anakuja shike a popular actress venye alimshika, uko jela, kesho uko front page of the
okay.
news.
Hata Kevin
After
Spacey.
think tukatai power na money
Na mimi nakwambia,
ina play a big part.
Once you get to that point, sawa,
We will not actually
My-
feel
my
that.
logic-
And hizo ni stories zenye zimetokea. We are talking about US artists.
Yeah.
Not think about
Kenyan.
artists, politicians, and
Aya.
people in
Don't
power.
even go so far.
bado uko
Kuna
wapi?
ule mwenye alirape mtu
But the-
Krishna Center like 3 years ago.
Ngoja.
story.
Gideon Mwilu. I can't remember the name.
Sasa
Okay.
MP wa Meru.
Yeah, that's him. Gideon Mwilu, ni huyo.
So, yeah,
Ali-
Former MP, former
Yeah,
MP.
yeah, yeah.
Alirape
Former MP.
someone in Krishna Center for Westin.
Yep, ilikuwa hiyo story.
Hiyo story tu ikakanyagwa
Cheki.
Cheki.
there was an MP who
Usiende
later on
mbali.
akakuwa governor. Na he clearly killed a girl after under very fishy circumstances.
Yeah.
Hiyo
Okay, but
kesi
allegedly.
ukiangalia nimesema
Allegedly.
allegedly.
For everything
So
allegedly.
allegedly. So anyway, hizo story ni ile hapa Kenya the system we cannot, but if we follow up kuna so many of them
Yeah.
like they do shit and
They get away with it.
yeah.
Haya. There's this
I
guy.
wanted to give an example ya sexual abuse.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many of you hapa wamona there's a disturbing movie on YouTube inaitwa something fucked up with the Johnsons.
Tumeona, something about the Johnsons.
Something about the Johnsons. So
Ngoja.
nilikuwa nataka kusema tu yani ulikuwa unasema juu ya sexual abuse so hiyo something about the Johnson at least ilipatia the other picture if it's the child who's the perpetrator.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa nataka kumention tu hiyo. So kama unaona something about the Johnson
And a watch you have
enda watch
perspective.
naweza sema watch ukiwa peke yako usiwatch na mtu
Watch na
Because
watu
it
by
will-
the
it will fuck you up.
just scare them. Okay,
Because-
you can
because
watch
it
it the
will-
first time peke yako and then watch it with
first time
people.
watch peke yako because it
Aya.
will fuck you up.
Umesema film because that's what I wanted to get at. There's a Kenyan filmmaker who is allegedly a known rapist.
Oh.
And he's-
Abuser.
Yeah,
His
abuser.
movie, yeah, he's an abuser. His movie is currently on Netflix. It's showing.
Something Daisy.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
That's not the title of the movie.
but the conversation is that this person is an abuser and he's being given opportunities still to work with people, and people are quiet. And
So is it because of power, fame? I don't know.
You know, the thing is, people don't give a fuck by the.
I think
You know, one of the funniest things we made
unajua
learn,
saizi
don't give a fuck.
tunaongelea the abusers. Let's talk about the victims. Unajua kama wewe ni victim wa someone in power, you are even afraid to come out.
thank
Eh.
you.
If you are a victim of someone
That was
in
my point
power,
from the beginning.
Exactly.
you are afraid to come out. So even if that producer amekuwa on a rampage for 10 years, 15 years, or even 6 months, who
Why do you
cares?
think
Someone anaogopa
Janice?
kukame up.
Janice Iche?
Janice Ichi alikama akamention abuser wake, and then you know the worst part is you a week later you're looking at big artists performing. One of the biggest Kenyan female artists and perform, and who's doing the sound? the same abuser. You'll go for an event next week, sawa, or like in 2 weeks. Who's doing the sound the biggest? Who your abuser, sindio? And you're like, okay, you know what I
Janice in
realize?
Kenya.
Yeah, Janice in Kenya. But here's the thing, people don't give a fuck by the out here.
Yeah.
People do not care.
And
But
now,
as long as kuna profit to be made
Yeah,
with
it's
the
all
abuser,
about the bag.
no one gives a fuck about you and your problems.
alafu watini, now that we
Sadly.
are talking about cancel culture, unajua tunaongea about abuse only. There are different things in the cancel culture.
Exactly, the dynamic.
Yeah, not tuache sasa physical abuse, yeah, maybe rape nini. At there levels to the cancel culture, like mi naeza sema there are things like racism, unajua,
Yeah.
and with that mi naeza sema I can confidently say, and these are my opinions, there are levels to that. Usinionyeshe video ya mtu akisema the n-word in 2000 alafu unaniambia cheki you are a black man, umse amesema the n-word, cancel him.
But unasema nigga, kuna shida.
Unajua, yeah, exactly. So kuna levels in this cancel culture. Juu clearly kuna kitu inaitwa learning and unlearning.
Yep.
We should go after the people wenye hawajalan.
Wenye hawataki kuunlearn.
Yeah,
hawataki
kuna
kuunlearn.
swala kuimprove themselves.
But kuna wase, they are mostly, ukiona this 70-year-old men, mostly they were white men, 70-year-old one, they were brought up in a system,
60s huko,
yeah,
70s.
That were very racist.
that iliwafunza
Comex.
from wachana hata na hiyo.
You-
There is hata sisi wenyewe 1 2 3 black men, when we were growing up, the f word,
Yeah.
unajua the f word,
Yeah.
to refer to nini, it was, we were using it, people were using it in school. Me I was at least ulikuwa kwa mixed school. Me I was in a
Boys school.
boys school only.
Waliteseka.
Ukislip kidogo unaambiwa the f word, wacha hivyo. But later on I came to learn that there are actually people in this society who don't want to be called the f word.
Yeah.
So nikasema, this was my personal, I learned that is where the learning came from.
Yeah.
Nikalan kivyangu, nikajiambia there's really no need for me to go after the to use the f word.
Yeah.
But ukikutana na mtu mwenye tulikuwa na form 1 form 2 form 3 form 4
Unajua,
atakwambia
that's the deal.
Bonie, you used to I'll cancel you.
You can't.
And
Ushaunlearn.
that's why nasema hii cancel culture iko na
Iko na level.
levels to it.
I agree.
Because hata Joe Biden mwenyewe ana support blacks nini, but when he grew up
He was racist,
alikuwa
of
naambiwa
course.
black people, you should not interact with black people. He took the initiative himself, ye mwenyewe akaenda kulearn kuwa cheki, there's no difference between a black man and a white man.
Yeah.
Why was I taught to hate black people as a white kid?
Yeah.
So we should go after the people
Yes.
wenye wameshindwa kulearn,
Unaona,
ku-unlearn.
nikakumbuka this guy, he was an internet sensation for a while, Brother Nature.
PewDiePie.
Yeah.
No, Brother Nature.
Brother, anakuambia kitu.
So ngoja,
Finish,
Brother
finish,
Nature.
finish.
So he became
A meme.
internet famous when he was like what, 2021.
Yeah,
But-
that's MG, so I think I'm doing something right.
With
in life.
Canela.
Yeah, with Canela,
Canela.
Canela.
the
I think I'm
antelope.
doing
The
something
deer.
right in life.
The
Simple.
deer,
Canela
yes,
the
the
deer.
deer. Sorry, the
Yeah.
deer.
And kina nani?
Osango.
Google.
Mse
So-
ujenda shule.
Yeah.
I'm doing something right in life. Kasi Jomse.
No.
Jomse
Scare.
ni nani?
You're not
Skia.
on Twitter.
So now-
He's very big on Twitter.
His main platform is
popular.
Followers
Twitter.
wangapi?
Oh,
Millions.
hundreds of thousands.
Okay,
millions.
100,000.
Hajafika
Cristiano kuna
million.
followers
I think
wangapi?
after that thing happened, I lose followers wengi sana.
No,
Mke-
sasa
si Mkenya?
Si Mkenya, si Mkenya.
goja, mbona mnani interrupt? This is
Jumisi Jomse ni nani?
Osango, you must not know everyone. Chill.
so what I'm trying to put across is this guy, somebody akaanza kudig up tweets zake za kitambo when he was like what, 13 14 15,
What?
when he was, you're young, you're ignorant, you're tweeting ignorant shit, you know. I think some of them were a bit racist, not a bit, were racist.
Extremely.
Others were ignorant, but then I'm assuming that as per his statement afterwards, because you know, I'm thinking when you're in such a position, kila mtu atatafuta mahali yenye atakubring down, because people are enemies of progress, like inherently. Yeah. So those tweets zikadigiwa up, zikaanza kuretweetiwa nini, oh is this your king, oh is this brother nature for you, he's a racist, cancel him nini. And now that's the part where he came and aka prove to people that he's actually unlearned. He came and he put out a statement. He said, I acknowledge that I was ignorant. I was only 13 years old when I joined Twitter, and I was young and I was stupid. And I know it may not be forgivable, but I have learned from my mistakes. And I realized that we're all the same. It doesn't matter what race you're from. We all bleed the same. And like blah, 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 other things he mentioned. And so, in my opinion, someone like that means I can't cancel him. On himself. At 13, my God, what do you know? And then also his environment, we can't just blame him. The way you've said, like you've been brought up to hate people that don't look like you. So, and Kiswahili chasema, samaki mkunja angali mbichi. Sa zile ashakunjwa, yeye ataka kujikunjua. Why don't you give him a chance to undo that, to undo his past mistakes?
A lot of people agree and understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Kuna a very vocal minority who are very... Kuna watu... There's something I've realized nikiwa online. Kuna wase very bitter.
Kuna kamati ya rochafu.
Exactly, kamati ya rochafu who are very...
committed to hating.
They're committed to bringing you down.
Even you, Ivy, utashikwa siku moja. Hata wewe Hafare. As fame goes by.
Yeah.
So, unajua hii kitu... even Kevin Hart alikuwa anafaa kuhost Oscars.
Imagine he didn't.
Kevin Hart alisema I apologize, but you cannot hold me
10 years anasumbulia 10 years.
Imagine,
apologies each year.
Cheki, the house you are living in 2010 is not the house you are living now. The friends you had in 2010 probably replace 90% of them. The clothes you are wearing in 2010 are not
still
the clothes
same.
but they want to say the words you said in 2010
don't define you right now.
Unless
you reflect,
they wanasema
like
the level. If you raped in 2010, we'll hold
you
you accountable
now.
But if you said the N-word as a white man in 2010,
seriously,
and then you learn, there's no reason kabisa kuhold accountable.
So acha niwashow the funny thing about brother nature. I would rather get cancelled than get brother natured. Look at brother natured nini. Chill. Alienda aka-instigate fight kwa sandwich shop. Sindio? Uko in Miami. Al-instigate. He was the person al-instigate your fight. Sindio? Then he got the shit beat. Alipigwa kama mtu wa class 6 na mwalimu. Alikuwa anabitiwa vibaya.
But then he actually alijikunja hivi mbona.
As in yeye alikuja ku bring fight then akabitiwa. So right now anytime he tweets anakumbushwa as in as Twitter as post anything. Okay, na Twitter yake ni like akipost only mimi naweza reply. Ameka ile option ya only I can reply of people have mentioned me. Okay, na Instagram yake no comments because anytime he posts anything hey watu wanakuja pale do you like my fade? Ati nimeenda kinyozi, do you like my fade? Sasa naambia like the fade those niggas handed you in the sandwich shop.
Anakumbusha
afadhali uko cancel sasa kutoke.
Brother Richard ni white ama black?
Ni
Mexican.
Black. Okay, ni Mexican.
Yeah, he's brown.
He's a person of
ni
color.
kama kina nani. Yeah, exactly.
He's a person of color. So basically alienda kuinstigate akabitiwa and people will never let him live it down. So afadhali nikuwa cancelled, nikuwa removed from public consciousness then kuwa in a position where anytime nafanya kitu yote people remind me of the massive LI.
Alafu watu wanataka hiyo ndio ikuwa identity
as in
yake.
basically kutoka pigo identity yake si ati ni msawa ati kudili na animals.
Mimi msolipigwa tu.
No, ni msemo mwenye actually he even made a trip to Kenya for some wild
the
giraffe man.
Some positive stuff.
Nasikia tu racist.
Unasikia?
Allegedly.
Unasikia?
Twitter peeps, unajua mimi siko Twitter. Mtu wangu.
Basi ulijuaje? Ulisikia wapi?
But most of these high-end hotels wako na some discrimination towards the local because wanaambiwa mostly 90% of locals wenye mtahost watakuwa wale watu wa chaini pesa ngapi 2500. No, siwezi nunua chai 2500.
Lemon Valley, sijui Lemon Valley wherever. Ile place ya
Valley Farm.
Huko. Hadi chapo ni 600.
Chapo ni 600.
Karibu ilikuwa either 400 ama 600. Ilikuwa 600 apparently.
Kama ni berasidika ni savio chapo ikaya.
Unajua 600 ni unga ngapi? Unajua chapo unga ngapi?
Ikui.
Javatis. Chapo ya 15 bob. 10 bob ukienda huko paipu.
Ni 60 chapo.
60 unga sita za chapo. For what? For aesthetics. ndio bana mimi ni Mr Maximum Value
Ah.
siwezi lipiwa
Lakini,
shit
whatever Lona said in the
Probably
previous
kwa rocket
episode,
na kula chapo.
whatever Lona said in the previous episode, and stuff like that, tunapata si mwenye anapiga hiyo picha ndo amebuy. It's a sponsored thing. You're there to show so that now the target audience can be
notice.
aware and pay a visit.
Hey, honestly,
Sometimes-
hata mtu akona pesa za kula chapo ya 600.
sometimes
Kuna watu wako na dola
price
wanataka
setting ni ku make it exclusive so that you be like 4 people in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Chapo ya 600.
You know,
Juu wakieka chapo
that
ya
for?
6 ya 50 bob ama 30 bob
Kina Hafare watajaa.
kutakwanga na
kwani
always
regulars.
200 people in a
Kwani mimi
restaurant.
nani?
you know when they tell you
Hafare
that
wanakula chapo ya
Yeah.
50.
when they tell you that the establishment
naweza afford chapo ya 50
owns the
Unaweza
right
afford
to
that.
admission, retains the
Broke
right to
boy.
admission.
Yeah.
That's what they mean.
Yeah.
Like unaweza enda saizi hata kama ni tuseme kama hapa this 2 grapes. Maybe watakuona hivi wasemezie wewe wingi alafu Hafare ingie.
Hata niko
It's not even sometimes about your money. Like
Eh,
it's according to
that's how you look
the not even how you look.
what the aesthetics they have
The aesthetics they have. And sometimes you may have the money but you don't look the part, so you're not even letting until they find
buy.
out.
You have money.
Until they find out you have money.
Eh, mi tapia kila
Exactly.
bonza
Okay,
tao,
That's
tao,
why
tao, tao,
if you
tao.
go to a car dealership ya high-end cars, probably hautapata test drive. Probably hautapata
Yeah,
test drive.
that's true.
But kuna watu even without the money there's someone who just looks decent but
Ai,
atapata
kwani we,
test
mi
drive.
nitapewa.
Okay,
Nasema
utapatia Mr.
nasema yeah
Mr.
utapewa.
Mi nitapewa.
As in, I'm not saying specifically you.
Yeah,
Nasema someone, the
Nitapata.
listener,
Oh,
the
yeah,
listener
yeah,
of the channel.
Yes, yes.
Probably ataishia hapa areme motos aseme kanisha drive this Range Rover ambiwe no. Ndio aliona akishuka kwa
Matatu ama
matatu
kwa
zenyu
safe
za
border.
Dumbo, Starbucks.
Ati za dumbo
But kuna msee ata pull up in a Mercedes. So mtu areme motos aseme maybe he wants to upgrade to a Mercedes from a Mercedes to a Range Rover. But maybe he doesn't even have the money. But yeye ndiye atakula test
hata labda
drive.
hiyo gari si yake
Exactly.
ameomba anarudisha akaona apitie tu
Actually, kwa di fulani
achoche.
there's a club in West State or Gypsy
Yeah.
one of the oldest clubs in West State there's a day tumeenda huko a friend of mine invited us so I went to another friend
I
ndio
think I was my S3 Hafare.
oh yeah I didn't it's the same night relax so tumeingia club ndio
S3 yangu.
me I go look for my friend mwenye ametuita so my other friend goes to the dance floor me go to my friend find her tunapiga story then my other friend calls me boy nimefukuzwa club namuuliza what the hell ati nimefukuzwa nje so I go outside find him naambia ati bouncer alikuja akanishika tu hivi akaniambia kijana wewe ufai hii club tafuta ingine
Alikuwa anafanya guli kripe in a wine place. Of course you'll be chased manze.
but that's the thing
Probably hakuwa hata na tao moja kwa mfuko.
no bana no we cannot speak on it no I don't want to speak on anybody I mean I'm not pocket watching to speak about any man's financial status or any woman's financial status but again he did not deserve kuambiwa na bouncer ati
Oh,
wewe
fine.
kai club
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
there is no when ni Mkenya halisi uko na
That's
ID
true.
hii Kenya unaenda police wetu tunataka
But you know those bouncers saa zingine they operate under instruction.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe manager ndio alipoint out.
That's the thing,
Al-
Akasema
Kuna kwa kamera,
cheki.
ule
Ule
jamaa.
msee
but I've been in places where bouncer aniambia si mimi nasema manager anani watch
Imetoka tu juu.
imetoka tu juu so like
We
at the end of the
share tu.
day kuna mtu tu fulani ataki ukue hapo na si ubonsa anajali nini ubonsa anajua as long as hakuna vita hakuna vurugu hakuna mtu anaibiwa yeye analipwa
Na kwenye
Aya.
jeans zake.
Niko na
Bouncer
swali
ajali.
Yeah.
anybody who's not an abuser and they have been cancelled, what are the redeemable steps they can take to redeem themselves
It depends on
in your opinion?
it depends
Nimesema
on why they were
nimesema
cancelled.
Yeah,
that's why
That's one of the most important
that's
things.
why nimesema mtu kama a rapist an abuser hiyo it's a no
yeah it's a no brainer
A murderer.
no brainer pia unaua mtu
No, wait.
No brainer.
It depends uliua mtu kifanya nini.
kama ni self
mada si self defense buda mada ni mada
Okay.
mada ni mada
Okay, mada ni mada lakini ina depend.
okay
Kama
Hakuna depend
mulikosana.
nini
Kama mulikosana na mtu.
Okay. I think ni
Ukaamua.
manslaughter.
Yeah.
what doesn't matter uliua mtu
But Hafare tuseme nilikuwa na sip tu chai yangu ya kaptumo tu nimechill na soma gazeti. Alafu msetu fulani anakuja tu na kisu anataka kuanza kuni stab.
again you
That is
see mada hiyo ni
self-defense.
self defense
hiyo ni
Hiyo hizi
self-defense.
classify
Unajua
murder.
kuna vitu zenye you can do literally you can kill a person and you walk
Free.
tuseme
Gucci Mane aliua mtu in self defense na kwa hapa.
ukiona mtu mwenye ukiona akilia mtu na ndevu zake ana rape
Umesema ndevu.
15 year old ndevu kumaanisha is a grown ass man. Not everything is personal attack towards you. Ukiona mtu na ndevu zake ana rape clearly a girl in a high school uniform, then you prevent it, mufight, then you kill him. Unajua hiyo ni understandable. Unajua you killed someone who was raping an underage girl.
Exactly.
Hiyo ni understandable. But unajua kuna
ni blatantly tu
mada iko na motive. You made a plan.
Yes.
Mada ni kitu
umepanga.
You thought about it.
Premeditate.
Yeah, you premeditated. Ukasema bibi yangu ananiudhi, then I kill him. Ama mamangu ananiudhi. Ama I want my dad's inheritance.
Now,
na ako 80 years old na akufi. Let me kill him.
Now that is clear.
Yeah.
I ask my question again. Other than the no-brainers, kina murder, rape, abuse, all that. Someone has been ignorant with their speech, with the way they treated someone maybe in the office, maybe an establishment, were very ignorant as to how they are treating their staff and their customers. And now they are trying to learn from their mistakes. What are those steps you think would make sense or would be viable?
I can personally say, you should prove that you have moved on from what made you be cancelled. If you are cancelled, like example Kevin Hart, cancelled because he tweeted something back then, and clearly Kevin Hart umeona interactions zake through the years and I support the group he tweeted against. Unaona, I don't think we can literally prove like learn. Just prove that you have learned. When you go to school you learn, and the thing in approve learn in school in exam. But in life, there is no exam. You just have to prove otherwise that you have learned that you did something wrong and you've moved on from it. That's why I say, me cannot stick to counseling people. And I know clearly people learn and grow. People grow.
So
people
me
grow.
think something that we can do, just apologize. Accept mistake and apologize.
May apologize nini? But actually,
I think sometimes going back to the basics works.
They go a long way, yeah.
Just accept, yes, nimefanya makosa, and I am truly a real apology, as in si apology we pole simeisha situendelee.
Yeah.
Just like a real apology, like yes,
just build from the ground up again.
Nime
fuck up.
It will take some time kabla you folks forgive me, but I've done the mistake. I've done my crime, and I'm sorry.
Sasa, for me, like the same way, me seems say I like to see go quick to jump the gun at you want to cancel immediately just because for one thing. Sindio, I understand that people learn and grow. So if somebody does something in 2012, alafu I bring up in 2020, anasema like, yeah, that was me in 2012, but this is me now. Because there are things I used to say in 2011.
Kama nini?
The F
exactly.
word.
No,
the F word.
The reason system up because I can't. Because I know the implications behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
When you are young and you're dumb, una believe everything is a joke. You don't realize that words have like actual effects. And actions you can have effects. But for me, once is a mistake. Twice is a pattern. 3 times is a habit. Unaelewa? So if somebody does something once alafu apologize and never does it again, you're like, okay, sawa. Hiyo ni kitu ilifanyika mara moja. We can just like chalk it up to it happened once, sawa. Let's just move on. Sindio? Twice, okay. Hapo ndo shida inaanza kutokea. Ikifika mara ya 3, if somebody is racist, like me, if a white person calls me nigga once, I'll be like, sawa, for niambia pole, didn't mean to, I'll be like, sawa, I'll brush off the first one. The second one, the same person atasema, okay, kuna kitu hapa. The third time nitasema, okay, at this point you already know that kinyo unasema ni wrong. Now at that point I will brand you a racist because it can't be 1, 2, 3. Unaelewa? There has to be, hata lazima uko able to discern na kujudge wewe mwenyewe that this thing is wrong. Sindio? Because we are all allowed to make mistakes. Hii dunia kuna mtu perfect. and do not be lied to. Hata watu wanataka cancel watu, hata kuna vitu wamfanya si poa.
Si ndio?
It's just that
Exactly.
we don't
Exactly.
know.
We don't know,
Hatujui,
yeah.
that's the thing. There's nobody perfect to dunia. But at the same time, lazima tukuwa aware that there are certain things that we can't just let slide just because people aren't perfect. Unaelewa? Like we can't let racism slide, sexism. I don't even think as inasema kitu, but if you know a pedophile, that is the worst fucking
That's
shit.
the worst one.
Unajua pedophiles don't do well in prison.
There's
If you know a pedophile.
a GIF.
Exactly, as in if you know anybody who even defends pedophilia, wejua uni msefai kuwa around, even considers, even hata bring up the discussion of ati let's discuss. No.
At the age of consent. Come
No.
on, fuck
We
that
don't
shit.
want that shit, sawa. So that's the thing, like there are people who like venye hiyo sema, we like mtu ka rapist.
Hiyo
We
ni
have
no brainer.
Yeah, there's no brainer.
As in,
Unaelewa?
we maji yako ilishamwagika.
Like murderers nini, the people who can't come back from something.
Hata kama if you're familiar with the Saw series, we Jigsaw pia hawezi kupatia.
Eh.
Atakupatia trap hawezi toka.
So
Hiyo Venus Fly
that's the
trap
thing.
mimi nitwangu aje.
The people who have grown up in environments that have made them, unaelewa? Venye umesema, it's POME, product my environment. Kuna wase who are racist because of how they were raised, how they were brought up, the things they consumed, media, everything. Sindio?
That's true.
So at some point when they interact with actual people, sindio, like with black people, nini, people of color,
It comes
people
out.
outside their race, unaweza kuta it comes out, but over time they learn that they are wrong.
Yeah.
Unaona?
Yeah.
But somebody who sticks to those ideals, unomsi racist,
You
So
have
if-
the facts here and you still choose
and
to.
you still choose to refuse them. So if somebody 10 years ago alikuwa racist, but saizi ako extremely alilearn na ako extremely apologetic.
Apologize na akasema yes.
Ndio.
It will stay with me my whole nini.
Exactly.
But
You have unawambia ulifanya makosa.
napiga magoti na.
But that one mistake should not be the thing that defines you as a person. Unaelewa?
Exactly.
Unless that's the thing, we are
Kuna-
going into
ku-
very very
ndio
murky
maana
waters
sema-
where
there are levels of this.
Yeah,
Mina hivi tulisema there are levels in counseling.
Yeah.
There are levels in the cancel culture. Kuna vitu zingine they are clearly unredeemable. And my final word ni number one, people make mistakes. That's why nilisema I cannot, kuna vices naweza cancel, kuna vices siezi. Number two, mi siezi ishi kama world referee atina ngoja tu aiwe afanye makosa yellow card.
Cancel manze.
Afanye the same. No. Siezi, I'm not a referee in this world.
Nobody is.
Yeah, me, I have my imperfections. The same way Hafare, Osango, Ivy, everyone
Yeah.
has it. And I'm not going to hold people hostage because of that. So it depends on the person himself at the end of the day, pia.
and on that
Play
bombshell,
some music.
it's time for Ivy kutuchocha. As in, we've had a very deep conversation today, and I feel like it kuna watu wengi
Next time
watafeel
kitu ilifaa
very-
kuwa live on live YouTube and live Instagram.
Yeah. But anyway, the people will feel very strongly about things to talk about, but tumesema tu our truth, so if you don't agree with it, it's okay. If you do agree with it, pia ni sawa.
we can no see at it's sorry, it's okay. Please let us continue this discussion in the
Yep.
comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DM us if you want.
Yeah.
You
No,
can
on
DM
the YouTube comment section.
Okay.
Please give us your opinions
on what you think.
on what you think and about everything that we've discussed today. This is one discussion that will never have an end.
And then
It's an infinite discussion. So the more we talk about it, the better, because in the process we get to learn a lot. So easy
this is not the be all and end all.
yeah, this is that kind of debate that builds unaona. So if we say ati say wanaongea tu vile wanataka nini shida yao come na opinion yako tusikie, we'll read them out. In fact,
all opinions are welcome.
they're all of them are welcome, but please don't come here to justify a rapist, because me in
Or a pedophile. Because I'll
you're that
obviously,
one.
as
Or a
I
murderer.
said, there are some things that are unjustifiable,
Yeah.
but it's a good
Below-
conversation though.
Yes,
It's a
it
good
is.
conversation.
It is.
I'm sure there's some
Very
people
insightful.
hawatakubaliana kitu tumesema, but
yeah, of course.
but at the end of the day it's good. We kama hujakubaliana ongea
Tell us
yako.
why. By the way, tell us why you don't agree with
tusikie
us.
maoni yako.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Ivy, with that,
Music break.
Evo. And we're back from the music break. Ivy, kakawaida, Do you have a creative of the week this week? Sikuwa nimeprep by the week. Hata sisi danganya. Sikuwa nimeprep hii wiki. Do you have a creative of the week?
Yes,
Who?
myself.
Yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You should be your number one fan.
I realized I should have mentioned that earlier. But I'm like, if I don't celebrate myself, who will?
Exactly.
I am the creative of the week. I am dope as fuck. Check my workout. Follow me on Instagram. But I'm worth all your money. If you ever pay to come see me,
You by the show ya hivi kwa poster. Ukicheki jina hivi kwa poster, lipa pesa ya ticket please.
yeah,
You'll
like
find me in there somewhere nikiongelesha a woman in her 50s.
Unajua hiyo na
Nakona.
promoter hivi, but mi ni fan. I can attest. They're usually good shows.
Yeah.
So as a
Not
fan,
usually, regularly, normally, all the time.
so as a fan, you are missing out. But you, camera ni gani? You are missing out on Ivy's
Jitokeze.
events.
So yeah,
Yeah.
finally to the final segment of this week. For everybody's table, what are we grateful for? What are we looking forward to? What are we happy about? Maisha iko aje? Just speak your mind, plug whatever shit you have, ukitaka. And kakawaida, Ivy.
yo, it's the creative of the week here. I have a brunch every Sunday at 2 Grapes. Sunday brunch every other Sunday. Usisikia vibaya ukikosa moja, unaweza come the next one. And then this Saturday, although by the time this is being released itakuwa isha happen, but
Is it every Saturday or this Saturday peke yake?
it could, this first Saturday is a test, so it's not a regular just yet, but it might as well just be. We will be at County to County Chama Grill, that is in Westlands Road, opposite Graffin's College, next to Pride Inn. And what else? I'm grateful for the opportunity to finally be booked for house gigs without being asked whether I can play Gengeton.
Booked and busy.
No, booked and busy is different from being booked and busy for what you like. Creatives know this. DJs kwanza wanajua, like house DJs have been through the most. Actually, I'm also grateful for Kenyans finally embracing Amapiano, because it's been a journey. Piano. It's been a whole ass journey to not just Amapiano, even Afro house, deep house. The whole house movement has taken time. It has taken time to build itself to where it is, to the point where we can actually fill venues for just that one or two genres. That is manze Kenyans. Asanteni. I don't take that for granted. So yeah, that's all I'm grateful for. Please come for my shows. I'm dope as fuck, I promise. And other than that, I'm happy to be here with my very good friends and friends of the podcast. Thank you guys for making the time. Najua mngekuwa in other places, but you chose to be here, and I appreciate that.
That's a lie. These niggas ain't got shit to do.
Wange choose kukaa home.
Niggas ain't got shit
Generate.
to do. Kwanza Umsa hajalipa.
Give me some credit bwana Kiambu.
Umsa amekatiwa bili ya Zuku. Amekatiwa network.
So hizi anabai 20 MB kama form 3.
Anyway, eat shit Hafare.
You know you love me.
So
What are you
I don't
grateful?
love you. Anyway,
Is this how niggas tell each other they love each other?
They deny.
They deny.
You have to deny you love your boy to actually love him.
Peter alikataa Yesu mara ngapi?
Ikuja vipi kumwagia takataka nitakacho tu kumwagia ni takataka tu.
You know you won't. This out
Anyway, so me, I'm grateful for life, definitely. Most importantly, I'm grateful for my young family. I have a young family, my wife, my son is called Tov. So I'm called Baba Tov.
Mazel Tov.
Baba Tov. So I don't know.
Shout out Tov.
Together Monica and
Monica.
yeah, si Monica ya Jeff. Monica.
No, mimi najua like ulijua hiyo jina wapi? Wewe ulikuwa langa
intellect as in
intellectual.
I'm an
Si intellect, ni intellectual.
No, I'm an intellect. Unashinda kila time
You know what? Endelea tu.
Anyway.
At this point endelea tu.
Yeah. So I'm grateful for that, life and family, my young family,
Kweli.
and and listeners. And looking forward to it's been a crazy year for I think majority of Kenyans. If babako si mwizi ama mamako si mwizi, wewe ni mtu tu wa kawaida, hii mwaka umeteseka sana.
That's true.
So like it's been a tough year. Looking forward to at least COVID itulie kidogo, and our kids went back to school. Wameumia sana. people who are doing their KCSE, their KCPEs, people who are doing their finals 4th year, 6th year, 5th years exam in campus. Tuombe vizuri. Education system in Kenya, it's so hard. Kama wewe ni mtu umepitia 844, no at least ukafika mahali ukapata cheti ukavaa kofia moja at least. Hey, big up to you, because the education system in Kenya, it's so fucked up. It's so hard. It's a bit of reading nothing, but here you are. Tunashukuru Mungu. So yeah, looking forward to education system irudi poa na COVID ishe. And lastly, I want to promote some friends of mine. Wanna do some dope shots. I don't know, camera mnazoona, the R.Kelly brand. So at Instagram,
Kweli where? Yeah.
Instagram follow. Follow. Wow.
Zimeshika
Instagram follow
yao.
at Kweli.
Tumeshiki ambu sana.
At Sharon Keith also, and at Elijah Kagiri. So please follow, buy their merchandise. They are selling at affordable prices. And
look good doing it.
yeah. Naamini nakapoa sikia chokora leo. At least naka presentable. At least apata kiongea nao 50-year-olds. Inaweza kuwa msao back sit up. So yeah, follow at Kweli Instagram, at Elijah Kagiri, at Sharon Keith. Please buy the merch. Najua hata wajina wa promote, but I think wakiona hii video watafriend wa promote. So yeah, peace maze.
Amimo.
Me, I'm grateful for my family and my friends. Exactly 3 months, 2 days ago, I was in a surgery room. No one can replace family. My mom was there. My bro took his time, manze. He was always every 1 hour anafungua room yangu after nirudi home, because I had surgery in the middle of a pandemic. So nikaambiwa juu ya COVID, after 2 days nikaenda kumaliza recovery home. My bros literally every hour anafungua mlango yangu. My mom was there. Surgery, I did my surgery in LD. My friends were checking on me every time. My sister was calling me every minute. So I'm grateful for the people around me, my family and friends. Yeah. Including Hafare and Osango.
Okay.
Fun fact before niseme yangu. Me and Bonie tulizaliwa on the same exact day.
Yes.
Same
We
exact,
know.
yeah.
Umesema iko podcast mara moja.
Sijali. I'll say it a million times. Sawa. For anybody who wants to listen again and again.
Now next year for our birthday, by the way, we are going to Accra, Ghana.
Exactly.
The Mexican brothers. Tunaenda na
The
sombreros.
Tequila Boys.
The Tequila Boys.
The Tequila Boys.
And, just for anyone who wants to know, their nickname is the Amiobi brothers.
Shola and Sammy.
Shola and Sammy Amiobi.
But then Martin Longstaff anakuja, but that's for another day.
Martin Longstaff is coming.
Yes. So for me, I'm just yeah, in inside joke. So yeah, for me, I'm just happy.
For me.
Yeah, for me, I'm just happy about growth.
Okay.
Ndio. You know what? Nilikaa chini siku moja nika take stock, nika realize like I've gotten better at the things I do over time, and I'm legit like happy that the effort I put in is making like reflect on me. Sindio, I'm better at this, I'm better at that, I do this, like I do that, and growth and effort, I'm just happy about it, because the effort I put in finally in a show, reflect back on me, not on other people, on me. I'm better at the things I do, and I'm so happy about that. Nani proof in that the time really put in, I got wasted. So I'm just happy about that. I'm also happy for everyone who listens like every episode. I'm happy that I'm invited to Surviving Nairobi Extra. Please, Mr. Cameraman.
Endorsement.
Ebu, please just buy our merch, by the way.
Baby, this is dope as fuck.
Look
Guy,
good.
you can pull up to an event like this, man.
Yeah, look better than your friends.
Man, like,
Please,
come on.
Establish dominance in the friend group by
Come
looking
on.
better than
Yeah.
them.
Yes.
So, establish dominance.
Next time we'll come with the episode, Hafare, Maze, my shirt, man.
Your shirt,
The pink one.
Hey, this one is outside.
my money.
So with that, thank you guys. We are out.
We are out.
Peace.